Hi guys and welcome to this vlog. Today is another final talk over bit of Benidorm 2026, where we basically be talking about the best bits about Benidorm and probably what I promised out on the previous one, also a bit of a review maybe as well. If you like what I do, don't forget to like, subscribe, push that notification bell so you know when I do have vlogs like this and others on my channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's crack on. Hi guys and welcome to this talk over of Benidorm 2026, where I'll be bringing you a bit about what's going on in Benidorm, what it has to offer and food. As you can see here, this is the nightlife that is right outside our apartment, San Diego apartments, and this is known as the main strip of Benidorm. You got all the nightclubs, bars, anything extra should I say, and you guys know what I mean by that. But yeah, but basically pretty much it. As I say, you got the famous ones there like the Red Lion in Benidorm. You've got the Brit Station. You've got a few other bars to mention as well. Obviously you've got Flamingos where Lucy, the Benidorm enthusiast, works sometimes. Big shout out to you, Lucy, if you're watching. And then obviously end of the night, the British Takeaway, which is just showed you there quickly. Moving on to the balcony of our apartment, and you can see the nightlife from our balcony. As I said, the British Station and the Red Lion there. Obviously there's Irish bars along there as well, with some good entertainment. This is the strip in the daytime, and this is the other end of the strip. So you got the Crown Pub, a few others there as well, guys, as well, and obviously you've got a couple of other bars dotted about as well, but this is the main area where most of the youngsters come to, even the older generation as well. Obviously from time to time is also known as the Henna Stag Party capital of Europe, where they all come out on their Henna Stag do's, and other things like that as well. As you can see there, a hen little party there going on. Well, I think it is anyway. Or it's a stag do, or there's both of them together. I think that's been known as well, guys. They say time of recording, people are actually coming out to go out for the evening, have a bit of bites of food in a restaurant, and then obviously going on to the bars and the clubs. So it was pretty lucky we were staying. You're literally right on it, with a 10-minute walk to the nearest beach. And yeah, so say unfortunately you got some beggars in the street. Obviously I know it's not nice, but you know you need to ignore them guys, because unfortunately you don't know if they're the real deal, or they could have people hiding around the corner, and need I say more. So unfortunately it's a way of life. Some waving at the camera knew that I was filming. So yeah, so moving down the strip here, and yeah, you also see like little bars, big bars, tobacconists to sell fags, plenty of food places as well, guys. Also a place we found, which is away from the strip on the main road, was called the Bulldog Bar, run by a lovely English family from up north somewhere. But a really nice family nevertheless. Food great, entertainment's great that they had there, and the beer. Obviously, if you want to go cheap, then I suppose the strip will probably be the better bit, because they're in a competition with each other. So yeah, so you need to do that. As to say, so just make sure you get across the road there safely. And then I say you got obviously souvenir shops, like touristy spots, so your stuff like key rings and postcards and t-shirts and things like that. It's Benidorm, guys, I don't need to explain to you what kind of stuff. So yeah, so moving on to the beach, Levante Beach. One of two beaches. Yeah, one's Pontiac Beach. If I said that rightly, correct me in the comments down below if I've not said it rightly or correctly. But I say this is got a golden sanded beach, beautiful sea. It's got a mysterious rock island out in the middle, in the ocean that you can see from the land or along the promenade. There's more bars and restaurants and things along the seafront as well. As I say, you wouldn't imagine it, but this is a pretty long promenade to walk from one end to the other. But funny enough, when I'm abroad on holiday, guys, I love walking everywhere. I do try it at home, but for some reason I don't mind at home. But when you're on holiday, I don't know if it's a different vibe on holiday, but you do when you're on holiday. Foot to note, as I noticed on time of recording, when I was out there, and I'm doing this voiceover now in June, because about a month since I've been back, roughly, give or take. The street lights, as you see, they hang from light to light. From what I've seen on Lucy Benidorm Enthusiasts' channel, they've taken them off and you just got normal lights on every pole now instead. There must be a reason for it. If you guys know what the reason is, then leave me a comment in the subject in the comment section down below, because it'd be very interesting to know why they've done that. Is it because they've had their time and they're old and it'd be too much to replace them like that, and that's why they just got normal lights along there now, or what's the reason? Because over night time when they lit up, it was spectacular, guys. I didn't really do much of that scene this time around, but I did when I went to Benidorm last year. So if you want to check those videos out for Benidorm of 25. So yes, I say, very busy beachfront. Obviously later in the day, the locals come out to go on the beach with their families and enjoy the beach and the sea and all that. Because obviously most of us Brits are going back around tea time to have a shower, get changed, ready to go out for the evening, to basically have a good lash up, I suppose, if you know. But yeah, no, so I say beautiful palm trees along there as well. A really nice beach. So I say. I'm not sure if I'm going to turn over to the next thing yet. Hopefully I will. If not, I'll put some music on so you can enjoy the view and then come back when it changes over, guys. So as you just saw, the Irish Tipsy Jockey bar there. Now on to the local buses, where we went up to Alta for the day. The fare was €2 on the bus, and it's about a 15-20 minute ride. As I say, it's a very scenic route on this bus. I think it's bus route 10, and yeah, so you go through some of the local areas where people live as well, which is obviously the name of the bus, I suppose, to do. So yes, as I say, we're pulling into Alta now, and as I say, it's like a nice stony beach, more of a local Spanish vibe than a tourist. Obviously, there are things up in English as well as Spanish, because obviously I take it that's where the English people go as well. So yeah, so just see what's coming up next. So I think it's going to turn, or did it go straight forward? I can't remember now. Yeah, I think he turned, because then we have to get off, because obviously that's where he's kicking everybody off the bus. So just wait for him to turn now. So as you can see, Alta's very built up, like the next town along the coast. But I say it's more of a local vibe rather than a tourist one. And so this is Alta. Right guys, and so this is the castle ruins overlooking both Levante and Pontiac Beach. It's just showing you there. You can walk all the way down the bottom there where the viewing post is, and it is a spectacular view. Moving on to the apartment me and my dad stayed at, the San Diego apartments with our friend Jay. This is obviously the hallway, and then I'll show you obviously the living space and then a spare bedroom. There's obviously got two separate single beds in it. It's got a kitchen area as well, obviously a toilet area, and a nice balcony, and an average size swimming pool. But as I say, as you can see, it's all key card as well, which is obviously really handy. Then an actual key, because you can slide the card inside your wallet, so you don't lose it, or somewhere in your person, so you don't lose it. As you can see, the kitchen area, in case you do decide you want to cook in. But I'm guessing that's if you're going over there for a month or 2 months at a time. So you break up eating out, so to speak. So you save money by getting food in. Because actually it's not too badly priced. If you go to a local Spanish supermarket, it's more cheaper than here, I'm afraid. But then I think we all do that anyway, guys. There's a utilities washroom as well, with a washing machine and a sink in case you want to hand wash your clothes. And you fill up the mop bucket so you can clean your apartment with, if you actually lived in one of those apartments, because it is sort of like a holiday tower block as well as residential. I think the fellows that go over there during the winter time, and then before they go back to the UK for spring and summer sort of thing. So as I say, so here's the bathroom, and yeah, as I say, you've got obviously your toilet, your shower cubicle, sink. Obviously that looks like there used to be a bidet there once upon a time. As you can see, there was one pointing out there, but I think they removed it because no one really uses a bidet now. So yeah, so a deep shower cubicle there. Just got to make sure that the shower's held at an angle, guys, otherwise it's going to soak out the whole bathroom because of the design there, as you can see. And yeah, there's me there, filming around. That's how obviously the living quarters, guys. See, there's my dad there. So our friend Jay had his own apartment, which is adjacent but one floor down. So we've got to see him out on the balcony most mornings. So our room we stayed in, said 2 single beds. Obviously you've got a Sky TV if you want to watch TV if you don't want to go one evening. But obviously I guess that's if you're a long-term resident that stays out there 6 months at a time or 3 months at a time. But you're not going to be out every night, are you? I guess. Obviously that's your drying area for your clothes. Personally myself, looking at the space of that, I'd have that as the balcony, and then have the balcony as a second bedroom, or vice versa, and make it a 2-bedroom property. But I suppose it's the way they're built, that's how that's meant to be. That's just my personal spin on it. And then of course you come out to the balcony. I'm going to try and open the door so I can get out to show everyone. Yep. So, you know, so in the distance there between the buildings you see the sea. Obviously the famous nightclubbing kind of hotel there on our right. Followed by more, obviously, apartment blocks. Don't forget it's a mixture of locals and tourist self-catering apartments as well as hotels. Got our little table there and the 2 chairs. That balcony down there by one is where our friend Joe was staying. I say quite spacious apartments, reasonably priced, guys. I say you couldn't ask for more, right in the middle of nightlife. And then obviously there's a sign of Altea when we was in Altea. I hope I said that right. Correct me in the comments down below, guys, if I haven't. And then moving on to the tram network, where we took the tram back to Benidorm. The tram cost €1.35 or €1.45, something like that. Either way, it was really cheap, and it was only a 15-20 minute ride on the Spanish tram back to Benidorm. And yeah, so quite nice actually. I thought it was actually pulled by by electric from third rail current because there's no overhead wires, but it has more diesel. But not being rude, it's a tram network and it works. That's the main thing, guys. So yeah, so that's the Spanish tram network, and it runs all the way up the top down to the bottom, and I think towards the bottom it obviously goes to Alicante Airport. Not the line here because you have to get off at Benidorm and change, but on the other line from Benidorm it takes you to Alicante Airport and Alicante itself. So I don't know if I filmed much more. Yeah, no, I did. Obviously just filmed my dad and Jay, who was all waiting for the tram head to Benidorm. But yeah, no, as I say, you could tell that once upon a time it used to be I reckon a normal train railway, and then they converted it into a tram network instead. So yeah, so there's a picture again of facing Pontic Beach. Benidorm was answered to Greg's, and then at Alicante Airport is the Wetherspoons pub. Unfortunately, guys, I couldn't get a chance to go into it because somebody got through, and then we had to go to get stamped out of the country, as I call it. We didn't have enough time to go and sample the Wetherspoons at Alicante Airport to see if it all tastes the same and see if it's fairly priced the same. But then if it's an airport like back here, the Wetherspoons airports, I don't think it would be. But just to see if it's got the same menu and things like that. Clearly it'd be in euros, but yeah, it's a shame we didn't get a chance to find that one out, guys. So yeah, so I think that was pretty much it. I don't know why the camera went to the slant. I think I thought I paused it, but I hadn't, so apologies there, guys. But yeah, pretty much it, guys. And obviously that's us heading towards our gate to wait for the plane home back to London Southend. So yeah, so food prices. Yeah, if you're eating out over there, as I say, there'll be a kind of food pictures at the end of what we roughly had. Like obviously for our breakfast most mornings, if not every morning, supersized, but at the end it got a bit much, so we cut them down a little bit. But you're looking about between £6 for a large and about £7-8 for a mega supersized breakfast. You couldn't even get that back home, guys. Seriously, it's worth the money. And we got it at the Bulldog Bar. That's the best bar we went to mostly for our meals. We went other places for our meals also, but that was one of the best places. And their ribs, I think it was €9 for half a rack of ribs and chips. And trust me, the plate you see is the half a rack of ribs. And then another night I had the full rack, which I just about got through it. In €17. It is not badly priced in Benidorm, guys. That's just some of the typical prices. I think you get a full roast out there for about €7, €8, and it's a full whacking roast as well. Drinks, if you drink, obviously spirits would be differently priced, but not as much as obviously in the UK. Still cheaper over there. For myself, I was drinking beer. It's still about €4 or €5 a pint, but then you convert it back, it's about £3 something. That is still cheaper than back in if you go to a Wetherspoon pub, I guess. But the beer is still as cheap, and here, like I said, but the food, that's the three sausages. That's the mega breakfast. You could just about get through that. But the good thing is, if you had that, say at 10-11 o'clock in the morning, you wouldn't want nothing else to eat until it's dinner time. We had that at an Italian restaurant, which we were excited for a change, then just keep hitting chips and things like that. And it's still done it. And there's the half a rack of ribs. Now double that, guys. Anyway, back to me saying bye at the end. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's talk over vlog about Benidorm 26 and basically what it's got best to offer. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, push that notification bell, and maybe give it a hype as well. Anyway, guys, until the next time, see you soon. Bye.